What up, what up, what up? In these clips right here, you're going to see how little respect the rest of the world has for Stinky. Yeah. In fact, that parade was a complete flop, right? His fucking parade. And some lady, this broadcaster in Australia, says, the shot that went viral, it's him sleeping at the parade. He's sleeping at the parade. And then the lady goes, first they had Sleepy Joe. Now it's just tired ass Trump. She said that. She actually said that. That was fucking hilarious. Yeah. You know, he's everywhere that guy goes. All he does is embarrass with his fucking piss bag and his diaper walking around and shit. You know, he went to tee off. You know, this motherfucker plays more rounds of golf than anybody, right? You know, you would think that the president of the United States would have something better to do, but no, this is a fucking idiot, is what it is. You know, he's a grifter, the bum. This dude's a bum, right? So I found this clip on the internet where he's about to tee off, right? And he takes 3 practice swings, practice swing, and then he goes up to the ball to hit it, and he swings and misses completely. Now, this guy claims to have won not only senior championships, not only senior championships, but open championships, and he can't hit the golf ball. He can't even fucking hit a golf ball, man. You know? And what he will do, and like I told you guys, one of my best buddies was one of his caddies, right? And what he will do, he will miss that ball, right? And then he'll give it to the caddy, tell him to walk about 300 yards, and then he'll place it right in the middle of the fairway. That's right. And he's over there talking about how quote unquote Sleepy Joe falls asleep at the beach. And then in Australia, man, they had like fucking 6 different instances of him falling asleep in the middle of a parade, in the middle of the fucking Republican convention, and in front of the world at the Pope's funeral. And I mean, and then you have these memes of him trying to be some kind of tough guy. Man, this is a dude, right, that hasn't used the toilet since 1992. Okay? He depends on a diaper and a yes man to wipe him down. That's right. And they're trying to say that this dude's a fucking tough guy or something like that. Man, please. Does toughness exude from a dude that uses a bag to piss in, uses a diaper to shit in, is functionally illiterate, and he's a slack-jawed mouth breather? That's your tough guy right there. He's a joke. So check out these videos, because, man, Australia's killed them in these. Remember, if you want this or this, right, we have a variety of merch on mockingmagamorons.com. So check it out. Remember, like, subscribe, and push that notification bell. All right? You guys take care. Peace. Roll it. Here we go. Aha. Roll it. Oh my God. Stinky has the Sanford and Son Expressway on top of his head. Holy shit. Newsom shreds on him. Continue.
Do it peacefully. It's a vulgar display. It's the kind of thing you see Kim Jong-un, you see it Putin, you see with dictators around the world that are weak.
Yeah, man. When you come to think about it, this is fucking ridiculous.
and just want to demonstrate strength.
What the fuck? He's showing a MAGA terrorist how to use a goddamn bazooka. And this motherfucker, he'd probably get a DUI trying to use that thing.
Weakness masquerading.
Look. This is just who I want to trust with the howitzer. Fucking Larry the Cable Guy and shit. MAGA Larry the Cable Guy. LOL. Roll it.
Trump has made headlines for apparently falling asleep during his 79th birthday celebrations. This picture showing the US president with his eyes closed during a military parade has gone viral. My dad would call that resting his eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, he
Always
did
on the
have
couch,
that
just resting.
sort of sleeping Joe, and now it's tired-ass Trump.
Holy shit, tired ass. Goddamn, Stinky's infrastructure project looks like Barbara Stanwyck threw her hair on top of her head in a swirl. Look, what the fuck is this? I gotta go play with the long-range fucking rifle. There is literally a parade of army tanks passing by in front of Stinky, and he falls asleep.
Headlines for apparently falling asleep during his 79th birthday celebrations. This picture showing the US president with his eyes closed during a military parade has gone viral.
Stinky!
Then honouring both himself and the 250th anniversary of the US Army. My dad would call that resting
What the
his
And what's up with the dude with the Converse?
eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, he
Always
did
on the
have
couch,
that
just resting.
sort of sleeping Joe, and now it's tired-ass Trump.
Oh! Stinky, they done caught you tired ass Trump.
No, he tripped up the stairs of the
He trips up the stairs. Oh shit! This lady's just fucking having a field day on this crusty old shitbag.
Us?
I doubt it. I mean, I know one thing for sure, your US visa's just been revoked.
The No Kings protest and Trump's military parade, which I describe as the saddest bar mitzvah in history. Nobody showed up for little Rachel's bar mitzvah, Jeff.
That's sad. But I did think that the contrast was stark between the squeaky wheeled tanks rolling around DC and the 5 million people that turned up all over the country. People were there about the ICE raids. They were there because of the cuts to VA benefits. They were there to say no cuts to Medicaid, which are in the BBB, in the Big Beautiful Bill. It felt like it had more oomph to it.
I thought it was just...
Oh, you think? You think? Sleepy Stinkfinger fell asleep. Wake up, sleepy stinkwad. Stinky, oh Stinky.
Oh, Sleepy Joe, you know, just had a nice ring to it. Because he had one ability I didn't have. He goes to the beach, right? And he could fall asleep on a cottage drooling out of the...
Wake the fuck up, you sack of shit. No. You know what he's gonna say? He's not sleeping. He's pissing in his bag.
Side of his mouth. And he'd be sleeping within minutes. Carrying the aluminum chair, you know, the kind that's meant for old people and children to carry. It weighs like...
Okay. Listen to a young Robert Redford over here.
4 ounces. and he couldn't get his feet out of the sand. And
What the fuck are you looking at, Stinky?
He'd fall in this thing, and he'd have to, you know, he's president, so you'd have cameras. He'd go and he'd walk in the sand, and he'd fall into that thing, and within seconds he was sleeping. I'd be tossing and
Where you going, Stinky? You're going the wrong way.
and scheming and thinking and saying, how am I going to beat China? How am I going to stop the war with Russia and Ukraine?
Yeah, how am I going to beat China? How am I going to stop the war with Russia and Ukraine? Remember those fucking idiot lies?
This guy could fall asleep with cameras blazing, right?
Oh, really? Watch out, Stinky. You're going to eat those words. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this pathetic 80-year-old junkie. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, yeah, this is your macho MAGA, huh? Bah! And you. And you. What, did he go poopsie again, Melania? Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah. I'll bet you he stinks. Here it comes. Here it comes. Say it!
You know, and I'm hearing from credible sources who know what's going on in the courtroom, and what I'm hearing is that take it for what it's worth, but that Donald Trump is actually farting in the courtroom.
Stinky.
And that it's very stinky around him.
He said stinky.
Putrid odor in the courtroom, and that Trump's lawyers are like repulsed by the scent and the smell.
Stinky been eating that Maggie D's.
And I'm not just saying that to be like, oh, funny. I'm actually
No. You say it to be funny.
You know, we have good sources there. And I'm hearing it from actual credible people. As he's kind of falling asleep, he is actually passing gas.
So he's sleep farting.
And that his lawyers are really struggling with the smell.
Oh my God, Stinky.
I think you'll actually start to hear more Maggie Haber.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
I told you this motherfucker cheats. Remember I told y'all that? I got my buddy who used to be his caddy. Look. Practice swing 1, practice swing 2, practice swing 3. He steps up to the ball right there. Look, he picks up the ball and he walks off with it. You see? And this guy says he wins club championships. This is a fucking embarrassment. That was a swing and a miss. Look, watch this. Take it away, Ben.
The United States of America's economy is being plunged into a recession
By
this guy.
Hey, wait a minute, wait. Tell me that this prick doesn't look like Francis. You remember Pee-wee's Big Adventure? The villain that stole his bike? Hey, Stinky. There are no Huggies that big for you and your asshole. Have they been using the drapes as your drawers these days? Holy shit, Stinky. You've let yourself go, man. Can you imagine this motherfucker coming up to the buffet and saying, "Where's Melania?" Hey, Stinky. I have one word for you. Ozempic. No, 2 words. Ozempic immediately. Thanks.
Donald Trump's brain is broken.
This shit is funny off the chain. Roll it.
You too, Stinky.
Here we go. Roll it.
I'm showing you this photo of Donald Trump with no hair transplants and no bronzer. Not to mock him, but
Not to mock him. Sorry. He must be mocked. Mock, yeah. Ing, yeah. Stinky, yeah.
Stinky, hey, don't call me that. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hurt your feelings, Stinky? It don't feel so good, does it?
I said, hold up, wait a minute.
I'm sorry. Did I hurt your feelings, Stinky?
Glory be to
Did I hurt your feelings, Stinky?
What are you trying to say? I read Big Newton.
You just did the most acid I've ever seen anybody eat in my life.
You gotta be special. Oh, by the way, before I go, can you please hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons, please? And if you want a cool t-shirt or maybe one of these, go to mockingmagamorons.com and check out the website. Got a lot of products there that you can show your disdain for this prick. Thanks a lot, guys. Peace.